a small fisherman's village just south of here, but a storm tore the dock apart and took most of our boats with it. So I came here in hopes of starting over, but what I found was famine and starvation.
Then why stay?
Gates on the way to Hatmandor are shut. I don't have much of a choice.
That's where I'm headed. Can you tell me how to get there?
It's just northwest of here, about a day's journey on horseback. If you manage your way in, perhaps there's still hope for me and the rest of this place.
Times and trends with these revolutionary designs.
Okay, so this is our first stopping area. These guys are vendors.
Come one, come all, come big.
Actually,
come
let's
small,
trigger another
come once and come
chat
twice
just
for
around the corner here.
Sir, please. I have no food. My husband left to work in the mines, but I haven't heard from him for quite some time now. Anything you could spare?
Now, as it turns out, helping her can be useful later. She will have some information.
Here, take this meat. You need it more than me.
Oh, thank the gods. Thanks to you, today my children won't go to bed hungry. Is there anything I can do to repay you? I don't have much to offer, with the exception of information. No one in all of Bayan is as familiar with the area as me. So, if you need anything, please feel free to ask.
Good to know. I was actually looking to find out who's in charge here.
Alima, our leader. If things continue on like this, someone's bound to tear her horses apart. I only hope whoever does shares some of the meat with me.
Where can I find this Alima?
Not far from here at all. It's the only house with a fence and horses. You can't miss it.
Okay, so let's do a little bit of vending here, sell whatever crap I have to... Actually, before I forget, one of the strange things is if you run into people, it's actually considered negative. There you go, you've drawn attention of the guards. Try to minimize your notoriety. And you see that sword up in the upper right with the bloody tip on it. It actually will run out and disappear. But if it gets too high, then the guards will start to attack you.
New shipment just arrived from
Now you can avoid that by not running into people, just by holding down tab or hitting tab. And since I'm walking, they don't take that to be an affront. And no, he didn't draw his weapon at me. He's at a vendor looking at a sword. So you can see, that's how you get around that. So let's do a quick vendor, get rid of some stuff, make a little coin. 264, same shield 211, same shield 158, so you can see the values dropping rapidly there. 46, 61, 34, these aren't worth very much at all. And the quiver's worth 6. Usually what I do early in the game is if it's worth less than about 75, I won't sell it. I'll just dismantle it and build up some stocks. And here's the nomad boots I wanted. I don't have enough cash yet. Let's go and check the other vendor. And it's worth switching vendors as you sell things, because this guy will buy them at full price again.
Take a look at all we have to offer. I'm sure you'll find something that catches your eye.
Yeah, that'll do. And that's enough to buy those boots that I wanted. And I think I can sell that hat, even though I just bought it. Leather greaves, yeah, we'll sell those as well.
Come back soon. I get new shipments daily.
Welcome, welcome. Please, take a look around.
Let's see if there's any difference between these boots. Novice casting boots. Yeah, I don't want casting boots. I don't know what the nomad boots are in particular, but we'll go with these. 6, they look identical to me. And
see you next time.
See you
and
next
remember
time.
to stop by our other locations.
So I think I'm just going to dismantle the rest of this stuff. paying too much attention because as an archer I don't need most of this stuff. Now you can see I've got kit 4 of 4. In other words, I'm wearing a full set of nomad armor. I don't know what value that has. This increases speed by 5% isn't part of the kit. That is what the boots do, because I've had just the boots. And then the traveler's hat. Yeah, so I don't know if I gain anything. But I see that I can craft, so let's go ahead and do some crafting. And I got a gem slot when I did that upgrade. And prior to me crafting this one was craftable as well, but it isn't anymore, so this used up some components that this one needed. That's why the hammer disappeared. But let's go ahead and craft this. And there you go, you see a crystal slot. I don't have any crystals yet, so I can't make any use of it. And we'll go ahead and upgrade the bow. And there we go. Now the rings, some of them come with, they're basically gem slots. I think you can have 4 rings and an amulet, as I recall. And I don't know, I still haven't figured out what that star means, 6 plus 8. No idea. Everything has that attribute though, 5 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 1. Don't know what it means. But here, this for example is 2 gem slots. Okay, so there we go. That's that taken care of.
Nothing but the best wares, all priced to meet your financial needs.
And I can't remember, did I gain a level? No, not yet. We're not even really that close. So I think what I'll do and then end the game is we'll head to this gate
Whatever
that was
you
mentioned.
want, whatever you need, you'll find it all right here and right now.
Ah, there it is. Being careful not to run into these guards. Or if I do it at walking speed. You can see that sword has disappeared from the upper right. So really running into guards, unless you do it indiscriminately and repeatedly, I don't think there's any, it doesn't matter.
Not so fast, darling. The gate is shut in order of Emperor Gandahar.
What did you call me?
He can call you whatever he wants. Yeah, move along, Peck.
Shut the fuck up. I'm in charge here, and I'm the talking person, understood? Like I said, darling, the gate is closed. No one can pass without the proper documentation. Now, move along.
What kind of documentation?
By law, you're required to present a writ of protection entitling you to safe passage through the gates.
And where can I get one of those?
All requests must be submitted to the Imperial outposts in Hatmandor. But seeing as you're here, there's not a whole lot you can do about that, is there?
What's it going to take for you to turn around and open that gate for me?
Are you deaf or stupid? I said no. Now, get on about your business.
Maybe you'll change your mind?
Or maybe I'll beat you senseless. Who knows? Life is full of surprises.
Okay, so there's the gate that we need to pass, and now that lady that I gave some meat to, that's not a euphemism, I handed her some sausages, actually has some information for us if we can find her. I think this is her, actually.
Looks like you've decided to stay a bit longer in our little village.
Unfortunately, not by choice. The guards refused to let me pass through the gates to Hatmandor.
Then it's a good thing. I know another route. Listen, you helped me once, so now it's my time to return the favor. Before my husband went off to work in the mines, he used to smuggle goods into Hatmandor and Sheznadar to avoid taxes. I could show you the old path leading over the gate.
What about the guards?
The passage is well hidden, but also extremely dangerous. The last time a group of smugglers used it, our gravedigger Lusum spent an entire day removing body parts.
Sounds encouraging.
I'm happy to help you, but I want you to be prepared. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Okay, so now we have 2 options for getting through that gate. That is our primary quest, of course, is getting through the gate. So, I think for now, actually, let's just get the other items out of the way here. This guy will chat.
Lost your way?
No, just trying to get to Hatmandor.
That's easy, if you have a pass.
A pass?
Yes, a pass. There's no way in without it.
And where can I find one of those?
You could ask the guards, or get it from me. Fresh and almost as good as a real one.
How much is this forgery gonna cost me?
600 auras is the going rate. But for an intelligent man such as yourself, I can let one go for 500.
500 for a forgery? Have you been drinking?
It's a simple case of supply and demand. If my prices are too steep, I suggest you try your luck with the guards. I hear they're really reasonable at this time of year.
So there's another way through the gate. So we have a smuggler's pass. We have a forged pass. And as I recall, if I can find...
Come one, come all, come big, come small, come once and come twice for the best quality and price.
There's one other... I can't remember where he is, but there's one other way.
New shipment just arrived.
Yeah, here we go.
Looks like you're lost.
Just trying to get to Hatmandor.
That's no easy feat. Especially with the increased patrols guarding the gate. But there's always another way.
And what might that be?
It's an old one. Used to be for smuggling goods to avoid the heavy import taxes. Nobody much uses it now, seeing as we barely have enough to support ourselves, let alone trade. In fact, I'm one of the last people who even knows where it is.
Can't imagine you'd like to share that information.
I'd even be willing to take you there. For a price, of course.
How much are we talking about?
300 auras should do it. I usually ask 500, but you seem like a nice enough guy.
300 auras for information isn't exactly what I had in mind.
If you find a better deal, by all means, let me know. I'll be here if you change your mind.
Now, this one I did try, and he took my money and ran in this locked building. So I was basically ripped off. So, not all things are what they seem. But I'm going to call this an episode, and I will say I thank you for watching, and I thank you for listening. I encourage you to leave comments, suggestions, or infantile abuse. I promise I read it all. And if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel or give me the thumbs up. And how rude. And we'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.